What is going on, folks? Welcome back over here to the channel. Today we kick it off with episode 46 of the Mega Farm series. So sit back, relax, smash that like button, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget we are doing a giveaway, information in the description below. Let's get to it. What is happening, folks? So today we kick it off in the month of September. And, well, if you watched the previous episode, you would see how much of a disaster we had. If you guys want to go back and watch that, I would love your guys' opinion on what we should do about that situation. But enough of that. We're going to move on to today's objective, and we have a lot to do. First things first, we have 3 fields we have to prepare. And in order to do this, I'm going to hire out a worker to start liming these fields. And I'm probably going to hire a worker to plow this first field as well, because we are going to do a major sell-off, and we're going to purchase a very expensive piece of equipment, which is going to come in handy big time. Now, I wish I could afford to get a few other of the attachments for it, but I kind of got to deal with, the cards that we were dealt. So, first things first, let me get him all set up. And it looks like everything is fine. Oh, that's mine. There we go. And we will start him off. Let me switch to... I don't know why that didn't work. I was going to say, let me get over here to this tractor, back it out of the field, because otherwise he's going to run into an issue. We already know this. So, okay. Let us go ahead and switch to this. We're going to load everything up, and we will catch you as soon as we get to town to do our first sell-off. Alrighty, we are pulling up for our first sale of the day. And this is all our honey from the last 2 months. I want to say it's been 2 months. Not quite a full trailer, but we're close. I do think next series we do, I think I'm not going to do any honey at all. The more and more I think about this, I don't know, I think it's kind of overpowered in my opinion. The amount of honey it produces and the amount of money you make off of it is kind of insane, to be honest. So I think next series we're not even going to touch honey. But for now, we've got it. We're just going to deal with it. But let us go ahead. We're going to grab our other load of lettuce, and we will be right back. And we are pulling in for trip number 2, and this is all our lettuce for the last 2 months. It was able to fill up a full trailer this time, which is pretty cool. Should be a nice little payday off of this. I'm just worried that even when I sell off the goat milk and the mushrooms and the eggs, and I make this purchase, we are going to be hurting. Not to mention, I still have to purchase feed for the chickens because, that whole disaster. So, there may be some tight budgeting in my near future, but we'll make do. So, another 90k off of that. Not bad. So, let us go ahead and get back to the farm. We'll get the next trailer load loaded. Alright, we made it back into town with our third and final load. We've got a decent amount of goat milk and obviously some eggs and mushrooms. I don't expect this to be a big payday, but okay, so we ended up with about 55,000 in goat milk. Buying those extra goats definitely helped out a lot. I figured they would pay for themselves in no time. And another 30,000 for that. Sweet. So what we're gonna do is head back to the farm. I already moved a couple of the workers around, and we pretty much have all our fields limed. And I've got the other workers tearing or plowing the field right now. I'm kind of on the fence of what I want to do here. I think I'm going to plant 2 of the fields wheat, and then not touch the other one, and that's due to a different type of field that I want to put in. Um, Again, I'm kind of on the fence on that. I'm still thinking that through, but we're gonna get back to the farm. So we made it back over here to the farm, and we are looking at upgrading a new tractor. And I think I may go with this Fendt 1000V Vario Forestry Edition tractor. It does have 517 horsepower, and it's 15.1 tons. Can go up to 39 miles an hour. It's a 2015 edition, and see, I'm kind of on the fence on this. I'm looking at the John Deere 8R series with the upgraded engine. Would cost me about 40,000 more than this. And this seems to be a very good deal, especially for the amount of horsepower this thing has. It looks like it has all the attachments we would need. It's got a PTO. It's got our 3-point. Yeah, 3-point on it. And then the only thing we do not have is weight for the front. However, I do think I could purchase weight if need be for this. It looks like it'll hold it, but I do think we are going to purchase this outright. And that's going to hit the bank account pretty hard there. However, with all our productions, we should be just fine. Especially come November, we've got a ton of straw we can sell off. So that should help get us through the winter. We probably won't do any sell-offs in the winter, just so that way it will build up and we can just do it all at once. However, we now own a new tractor. Now, the next thing I plan on doing is picking up a new planter. Now, this is where I'm on the fence on what I want to do. I'm checking out this Kenzie. Where is it at? Right here. And they want 172,000 for this. Now, obviously we can't afford that outright, but we could finance it. And even at 1 year, 15K every month, I believe we could do that. However, come wintertime, we may have a bit of an issue. We may have to sell some stuff off to afford the payment. Now, I know this is huge for the fields we have. However, when we plan on expanding, I think this will come in handy big time. So, let us go ahead and set this up how we want it. I don't know the difference between... Oh, the light's in the back. Let's check that out. I like the square ones. Should we do beacon light on it? Yeah, why not? No beacon light. No beacon light. We'll keep the Kenzie brand, of course. We will put a hitch on the back, although I don't think it really matters, but... So now, this is where I get a little confused. We've got standard, which is 7,500 liters, but then seed only standard. I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I don't think that helps us any. We're definitely not doing an upgraded capacity on it. There's no point of that. Plus, that's pretty unrealistic. But I think we are going to finance this. But the question is, do we do a 1 year finance or 2 year finance on it? I'm thinking a 2 year, and then we're only hit 8,000 a month, and it shouldn't hurt our bank account as much. So we will go with the 2 year financing. I wish I could just buy it outright right now, but it kind of is what it is. So let us go ahead and purchase this, and let's go pick up our new equipment. I've got this worker and this worker going to town. There we go. Look at this beautiful thing.
Yeah, boy.
This is the first Fendt I've actually bought and used, so hopefully I'm not disappointed here. But it's got a nice layout to it. I definitely like that. So we're going to hook everything up, and we'll catch you back over at the farm. So we made it back over here to the farm, and we're going to go ahead and fill this thing up with liquid fertilizer and some seed. But no joke, guys, I just took my dog out as I'm walking down the deck. This raccoon pops out from underneath the deck and just scared the bejeebus out of me. So if I sound a little excited, yeah, I am. So we're gonna fill this up. This should be it's gonna be a pretty salty bill, I got a feeling. Almost 12K for seed, and another 11,000 pretty much for fertilizer. But we need it. So let us go ahead. We're gonna pull over to this field. You know what? We're doing a little off-roading here because I am not making that turn. And I think this tractor could manage, no problem. And there we go. That worked out perfect. I do have to pull this tractor out of the field. I'm going to go ahead and get him set up on rolling the next field. There we go. I like that I'm able to switch to the closest vehicle. That helps a ton. So now that we have our bigger tractor, we're definitely going to have to upgrade our other implements. So I do think we can get rid of our seeder. That'll give us a little more money. And then we can also get rid of our mulcher, because I don't think it helps that much. It only gives like a 2.5% bonus to your yield, and I'm not really worried about that. Plus it would take forever to try to mulch all these fields at this point, especially with that thing. I mean, it would do it quick, but I don't really see the need to. But we're going to go ahead and get this worker set up on this field really fast. Yeah, I thought so. There we go. And we're going to try out our new seeder. I guess we're waiting. He's not done with this field yet, so we will wait for him to get done and knock this field out really quick. Alrighty, he got that field all wrapped up. Let us go ahead and unfold this seeder, and while it's unfolding, we're going to do steering assist for this, because why not? This will make short work of this field anyway. Now, the one thing I wish I had was a bigger roller. That is probably going to be the next thing on the list now that we have the horsepower to pull a bigger roller. And another problem that I think we're going to run into that I have not quite thought out yet is where we're going to store all this. I definitely think we're going to be doing some rearranging, and we're going to be selling off a couple pieces of equipment. But for now, let us go ahead and get this seeder fired up and get this field done. And there we have it. Made easy work of that field. And I feel bad for the city workers that are constantly having to replace my signs that I knock over. I swear I can't go one episode without hitting a sign. It may not always be on camera, but believe me, I think every episode I take out a sign. But we got that field wrapped up. But for the time being, we're not going to do anything to that other field. And I've got a hired helper to roll this field for me. I think we're going to go ahead and sell this equipment off, because I really don't see the need for it, especially now that we have this planter. Pretty much the best one in the game. Okay, so we're going to sell off this mulcher. We don't need it. Plus, we need to clear up room as it is. So there goes that. Now, I'm going to keep that little trailer for now. I think we're definitely going to still hold on to the International Harvester. Use that for grass work, I think. And where is it? It'd help if I just go down to the name. There we go. So we're going to get another 5,000 back from that, which isn't very much, honestly. But we've had it since the beginning, and we've used the heck out of it. We definitely need to upgrade our lawn equipment. A better windrower and a bigger tedder would be nice. Even a bigger mower. So we have quite a bit of few things that I want to upgrade in the near future. However, I think this right here is going to do us just fine for now. But I think this episode's dragging on for quite a bit of time. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it. We're going to wrap up the fields off camera, and we will see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please smash that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.